the real reason Lil Baby fell off. Let's see what this is about.
Welcome back to the channel. And today we locking in on the downfall of Lil Baby. There was once a time when Lil Baby becoming the top dog felt inevitable. Every song, every feature was a hit. He had the streets, he had the charts, and for a moment, he had the culture in the palm of his hand. But today, the tone around him has changed. The excitement.
Bro, Lil Baby's like run as soon as he dropped Yes Indeed with Drake, all the way up to like 2021, 2022 was unlike no other.
Excitement is gone. And in this video, we answer the question of why Lil Baby's career is declining. So let's go back to 2020 when Lil Baby dropped The Bigger Picture, a song that cut through the noise. At the height of the George Floyd protest, it wasn't just a track, it was a moment.
No rapper could make a song about activism and stuff like that where it was like vibey. You know, it's always some preachy, but his even this didn't come across as preachy. It was just lit in a time when we really needed it as a culture.
A rare glimpse of vulnerability, purpose, and urgency. And suddenly, people weren't just nodding along, they were listening. They started to wonder, could he be the next voice of a generation? And then came My Turn. Not just his best work, but arguably the best mainstream rap album of that year. Hits like Whoa, Grace, Emotionally Scarred. He blended street energy with real
substance. And we paid the John of our life out.
On Twitter and Reddit, fans debated, is Lil Baby about to pass Drake? That was a real conversation. But every run ends, and in 2022, things started to shift quickly. Then came It's Only Me.
Yeah, that shit was trash.
Teenagers are building businesses.
Like one or two good songs. He had Hey, my house, and then he had California Breeze. I like California Breeze. That was pretty good.
Despite its commercial success, selling 216K first week.
Oh, okay. So to put that into perspective, Drake averages, I think, like 400, 500K in a week album sales. Tyler's projected on his Don't Tap That Glass to average 350 or 315, something like that. So just to put that into perspective, as somebody who has only been in the game at this point for what, 2-3 years, he already was averaging 260K.
It didn't possess the staying power that My Turn had.
Yeah,
with individual songs,
even though it sold really well, nobody listens to that album anymore at all. Like nothing off the album, nobody really listens to consistently, or it doesn't get any radio. That's how you know an album is good, is even after the hype's died down, a year or two from after, people are still playing it on the radios, people are still playing it at functions, but replay value, that's what it is.
Out of the top 100 soon after its release.
He cannot box.
Lil Baby was able to parlay the momentum from My Turn into It's Only Me to generate those great first week numbers. But the momentum died with fans and critics starting to point out that his music has become predictable.
Right now, Lil Baby scratches one stylistic itch pretty well, but truly it is just that one itch. As across this LP, his flows are very one-dimensional, to the point where you might hit instances of deja vu from the first leg of the record to the last leg of the record.
Lil Baby found a formula, and he was stuck in it. He wasn't evolving, and he wasn't adapting. The world was changing, and Lil Baby was still trying to recreate the same old hits.
Instrumentally, as
I noticed that happens a lot with artists too. Something works for them, like A$AP Rocky just getting out Young Thug, Future. Well, Future's actually re-innovated over the years, but a lot of artists, one thing works for them, and then they don't know how to pivot because they're scared of trying the next thing, like a Lil Uzi or Cardi. They're the ones who keep pivoting and transitioning. You know what I mean?
As well as
Drake
vocally,
as well.
You really do have to wonder, what are tracks like No Fly Zone as well as FR adding at this point in the album that the previous 16 songs or so didn't already bring to the table? In my opinion, not much. Why are they even here? It feels not so much like we're making an album and more just playing into this algorithmic crapshoot where we throw as many songs out there as we can in hopes that like one of them pops off.
Rumblings of his decline were starting, but the conversation wasn't loud yet.
And you know what happens too? Lil Baby in his run, he was everywhere all the time. He was on every lit song. If Lil Baby wasn't already on it, he was on the remix. Like Lil Baby had not only a song run, but he had a feature run like no other. I think partially what happened too is he kind of oversaturated himself in the market. Where like he was everywhere all at once to the point where it's like now we really don't need to hear any more of Lil Baby. Like we've already seen enough of Lil Baby, if that makes sense. Like his smartest thing to do probably would be to get another artist and then make him the protege or her. But like we've seen so much of him, it's kind of like there's only so much more you can say after making hundreds and thousands of songs that bang. You know what I mean? So I think that's partially what it is, just oversaturation too. It'd be better if he just like chill for a little bit, not drop, then come out in like a year or two with something really banger. That's different.
Yeah. Enter DJ Akademiks.
I hate this.
While most mainstream media appear to avoid publicly criticizing artists, Ak embraces it. He thrives in it. Known for his brash takes and no-holds-barred commentary, Ak brought a magnifying glass to the brewing conversation around Lil Baby.
He got to the point where niggas was ready to start giving him the crown, and right at the moment where he just needed to deliver one more hot project, he fumbled it.
That's pretty.
What am I talking about? He needed the Carter 3 moment. He needed that for this album.
What's the Carter
if he
3?
does that, we're having a different conversation this week, saying, yo, is Drake out of here? And he's like the guy.
Sure.
From viral critiques to his infamous streams, Akademiks didn't just have a voice. He had a megaphone that echoed across one of the biggest platforms in the hip-hop space. Complex even recognized Akademiks as the top 3 most powerful streamers in hip-hop. So when Baby name dropped him on his album twice, saying Akademiks know he ain't as rich as me, and Akademiks think they can't get touched, that wasn't just a diss. That was an invitation.
Yeah, he should. He's a dummy. Why would you? Who's his PR? He's still thinking from a street perspective. You don't ever, unless you got the firepower of streaming, because streaming, see what rapping communities, it's like, yeah, niggas debate in their barbershop and stuff, but like, they ain't finna like donate a bunch of money to you, and they don't spend hours and hours at a time with you. Streaming communities do. So if you don't got that same type of fan base or that same type of firepower like a Tyler the Creator or a K-Dot, bro, you do not want to beef with a streamer, bro, because you're going to lose, because their audience just cares about them more than your audience cares about you. You know what I mean? You make music, they make their whole lives, their whole personality. That's the difference, bro. He's dumb for dissing DJ Ak.
And Ak accepted.
He's not big enough to do that yet.
Same old phone.
If you're like a Drake or like a K-Dot, you know what I'm saying, one of them to diss him, that's different, but you're not that big to be doing that, gang.
Ak got a little bit loud platform now, got a little loud microphone, and he loves the attention. My favorite times was when I was beefing with Meek and Nicki. You know why? They're the biggest names. I can't lose. I get on the mic every day. You niggas drop an album and go disappear and make weird captions and weird posts for the next 3 years. I'm going to be here daily.
Yeah, DJ Axe is a weirdo, though. I don't think we forgot about him grooming that 15-year-old boy and assaulting a woman in a hotel lobby and getting on Fresh and Fit's podcast, being drunk and talking crazy to a woman. And whenever a man in the room checked him about it, he got quiet. Yeah, DJ Axe is a certified weirdo. But, yeah.
Night in, night out.
Stream after stream, clip after
yeah, I remember this. It was one of those things too where it was kind of like just the energy. Like whenever he dropped My Turn, the purple one with him sitting on the cliff, it was like the energy. He like that whole 2020, what was it, 2022? That whole year could be summed up in Lil Baby's discography in that time period and his album. The way, what was this shit
he
called?
Didn't just roast his music.
Other album called? I don't know what the other album was called, but the last one before Wham was just like, it didn't have that pull either, where I didn't even listen to the full album. Speaking of, I need to react to that on this channel. We'll get to that eventually one day if I feel like it.
He dismantled his entire brand every single day on stream.
Yo, if you look close at this picture,
damn,
Michael Rubin is pinching his nipple. Yeah, that's how Atlanta give it up.
And the worst part, he was saying what many fans and the media outlets were already thinking, but were too hesitant to say out loud.
Yo, Lil Baby, bro, like, you gotta stop trying to make On Me. Like, the video even looks like On Me. Like,
damn.
That's the thing with Lil Baby is like, I don't think he knows when he has a new flow and when it's gonna work.
See, like a streamer, they can't do shit like this, but he can have thousands of people watching him every single day like this. Thousands of people who are going to listen to his opinion, and he can just talk shit. And they're going to continue to post clips of that. They're going to post clips of that. It'll get millions of views every single day on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. And before you know it, he's helped shape the public perspective that Lil Baby is completely trash. So even the people that liked him at first, now the spell is broken but versus a rapper, they barely post. They got to keep a mysterious kind of like distance type image, like you don't want to go there with a streamer unless you're a streamer, you have that type of fire and power. You don't want to go here
because it'll work one time, but he's out of cycle while dropping music, and he'll make that same song 10 times. Like, he caught one with Whoa and made Whoa 10 times. He caught one with On Me, made On Me 10 times.
The critiques were once scattered across Reddit and Twitter, but now they had a face, a name, and a massive platform. And just like that, Lil Baby wasn't the golden child anymore. He was an artist free falling quickly. Damn. But there's something else that we need to talk about. Something that's impacted the entire Atlanta rap scene. The YSL RICO case.
Okay.
When Young Thug got arrested in May 2022, it sent shockwaves through the industry. His lyrics were used against him in court, and entire street associations were folded into legal evidence. And Atlanta rappers took notice. The bold talk, the street narratives.
Yeah, Lil Baby messed up too when he called Gunna a rat. You fucked up.
It suddenly became.
That was probably one of his gateways. This guy, the same guy, I forgot his name. 550 just made a video on Gunna too. If he would have partnered with Gunna again like they did in their like 2017, 2018, 2019 run, nigga, he might have got the relevancy and got the more of the youth and mainstream audience back. But he's a dummy and trying to look cool.
Risky.
He's so worried about looking cool that he don't even try to change his sound, because Lil Baby's problem is not that his music's trash. It's just the same. So if you've already heard that for the past 3, 4, 5 years, you don't want to listen to that shit no more. It is not even like he has to completely change up his flow or his lyrics, but just the sound. Like Michael Jackson, he used to talk about the same type of principles, some of the same topics, but he delivered it in different ways. He had the Off the Wall era, then he had the Thriller, then he had the Bad, then he had the Dangerous, then he had the History. Like he although his principles and his brands was essentially kind of the same thing, he changed the eras. Lil Baby can't give us a different era because he's so focused on looking cool and looking hood. That's the problem, bro.
More quiet.
I see what his
You can feel the energy shift.
It don't matter though,
and Lil Baby, he felt the pressure too, with speculation that his 4PF label could be swept up in a possible RICO case as well. The rumors grew stronger after full.
Yeah, bro, that's street shit, talking about guns, drugs, and talking derogatory terms about, you know what I'm saying, women and killing people is fine and dandy until they get them cuffs ready, boy. All of that is cool and shits and giggles until them cuffs come, or until you niggas hear the word RICO. It's all fun and games. Destroying the black... I ain't even going to say the black community because they don't represent all of us. But destroying your community and people inspired and the people's ears that trust you and you influence. It's all funny until that RICO word come out.
County District Attorney Fonnie Willis made a public declaration about filing additional high-profile RICO indictments in Atlanta in the same vein as the indictments filed against Young Thug, Gunna, and the remaining members of the YSL crew. In August 2023, Lil Baby decided to rebrand his entire label. 4PF was gone, and in its place, Glass Window Entertainment.
What? I don't even remember this. This was a thing? I didn't even hear about this. Or maybe I did.
His new imprint.
But he partnered with Michael Jackson's first record label company, Motown?
Under Motown and Capitol. But the bigger signal was Baby's own mindset. In interviews, he talked about being more mindful, wanting to detach from the street rapper image.
Leads don't die because they say no.
He only wanted to detach from it because he knows that would be used in the RICO charge, that he was branding himself as what he actually was. Or
say it directly, but the RICO fear was in the air. Mm-hmm. And it wasn't just fear of lyrics, it was real life.
It's like the whole persona died. The whole persona. The thing about Lil Baby was, outside of him being this amazing rapper, was that he had this introverted... I'm real introverted, straight to the point, no BS type of like aura around him. But as soon as he started talking crazy about this person, or as soon as he started dissing this person, or as soon as he started changing to go against what he always said he was, is when the persona died, and ultimately it made it that much harder to listen to his music. There's so many rappers that are fake gangsters too. Like we learned that Tupac was, like, if you go on YouTube, there's old videos of Tupac, like who's like oh, I just leaked the script, I don't care. Tupac before the fame, right? There's so many things of rappers being like, they're not what they say they were at all, and they were just playing to fit an image. This is in 1988 in high school. He was like, he's low-key a little feminine, right? But you know, if you didn't buy into this image, the music wouldn't hit the same. And I just think he's lost the image that we've known of him by oversaturating himself and just not in like talking way too much. Or at least when he does talk, he talks about the wrong things. He just doesn't say the right thing.
And now Lil Baby,
see,
once the face of the streets, is looking for a safer image, a longer runway, and more control over his narrative. Wham would be the first project released.
And then the nigga dropped a weed called Wham. I remember he dropped a weed called Wham too. I think people bought the weed though. Oh, Who Hard Is Me? It just don't got the, I don't know, bro. It just don't got the pull of like My Turn.
Under glass window, and fans were curious. Would this mark a turning point? Feeling the pressure from fans, the industry, and even from the law, Lil Baby teased a new era. He posted on IG.
Why would you see, like, stop promising and just do? That's the problem.
It's that time. I will say again, but this round be totally different. I had the darkest period of my life these last 2 years, but I stayed down. And fans were hopeful. Finally, he might open up, get real, show growth. Lil Baby kicked off his promo run with different energy. He was doing more interviews, sitting down with Vic Blends and Lil Yachty and letting people in, having these deep conversations. And in those conversations, he revealed he was sitting on 2 albums. Wham, described as the usual flex, cars, jewelry, women, and Dominique, a vulnerable, more introspective project focused on what he's been going through. His fans were begging for an album like Dominique. He had been hinting at a new chapter and a new mindset. And you could say this was the perfect time to drop this album, but instead, he played it safe. He dropped Wham. And to be honest, that might have been a mistake. Lil Baby had planned to drop Wham in January.
We've already seen enough of the flexing cars. Like, we've already seen enough of that from Baby. We want to see some, like, you know what made YoungBoy, like, his audience so deep with him? It wasn't the man, pop, pop. Like, that was part of it, and that's what for sure shot him mainstream, and, like, TikTok ability and all that. But I've noticed, the like, you know, I didn't go to, like, the best high school my last 2 years of high school. And when I was there, I noticed the kids that really gravitated towards YoungBoy, they were, like, I ain't gonna say broken individuals, but they were individuals who would be by the system, be considered ignorant, stereotypical, lost, forgotten, aggressive, all of these things, right? But when you look beneath the surface and when you actually talk to them, you realize that things have happened to them as children. People have done things to them. They're smart, actually. They got feelings and they just don't know fully how to express them without people calling them aggressive, mean, or wanting to kill them, lock them up, put them in a room, whatever. And YoungBoy is that voice for them because he had the vulnerability to say these things as a person that is portrayed as a gangster. So that's how he's considered the, like, Michael Jackson of his shit. That's what Lil Baby low-key had the chance to do because he had those type of listeners. But there's niggas who talk about what Lil Baby talks about, and frankly, they're starting to sound better than him, and they're doing it more frequently. So nobody needs more of this Wham shit, or like the shit is 100. Like, we need some real shit, and that's why he fumbled and not dropping Dominique. I didn't even know he had 2 albums, but he definitely.
But then follow up in February and drop Dominique. But now it's July, and there's still no sign of this Dominique album, this introspective take on what he's been going through. We're just left with Wham. And these songs, they feel like leftovers. The same flows, the same beats. After teasing the darkest period of his life, Baby gave us more surface level bars. Yeah. And even took a jab at Gunna, saying, I don't care what he did. He a rat still. And I said what I said, don't at me. He would double down.
See, he's stupid. Gunna could, if you and Gunna partner back up, y'all would fuck up the summer. Y'all would fuck up the summer. Literally, y'all would have the bangingest songs of the summer right now. We would remember this summer is the Lil Baby Gunna summer. Instead, you want to thug it out with Thug, who can't evolve his sound either and can't give us no real. See, y'all niggas cheat.
Down in an interview with Charlamagne when asked about a relationship with Gunna and said,
I don't got no relationship, you know?
Mm-hmm. Charlamagne also asked about how he felt with fans saying he can't make a hit without Gunna.
The internet says you can't make hits without Gunna. So do you think y'all ever make music again?
The internet will say anything. Mm-hmm. You know how many hits I got?
Absolutely.
And so that don't even make sense, you know?
How much do you pay attention to the internet?
Man, like, I only see what I gotta see.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But here's the thing. Before the YSL Rico case, Lil Baby and Gunna had a great relationship.
Dude,
Who's your
they were
favorite
going
person to
crazy.
perform with together on stage?
Gunna, of course.
They were going
Definitely
crazy, bro.
Definitely Gunna.
Would you say Gunna's your closest friend in the industry?
Yeah. Definitely.
He switched up on his closest friend that quick over. I get it. Maybe he has a code or some shit like that. I guess. Well, who cares? But if you, a true friend is your friend whenever everything isn't good surrounding you. A true friend is a true friend when it's not always convenient for them. Like a true friend, how you know somebody's your real friend is whenever it's something's an inconvenience or they really don't feel like something, but they still come through just for you. And I just feel like that's just so fake. That's partially why he fell off too. Is because like, God don't like ugly. What you put out is what you'll get back. You turn those on if you turn your back on those that really mess with you, then those that really mess with you will turn they back on you, and that's what's happening with Lil Baby right now. His intuition is leading him to making stupid decisions like dropping Wham over Dominique too. Like it all makes sense when you look at this guy. He's gotten less and less genuine as the years have gone on. Right here, he looks way more genuine, and the way he's talking, his mannerism, his eyes, he seems like a real person. And then that last interview with Charla, it's sad to see, man. Bro, Lil Baby could have been something. He's still obviously one of the best of his era, but
I don't got no friends in the industry like
wasted
that.
himself.
Lil Baby even credited Gunna for teaching him how to rap.
Like, I didn't pay Gunna to write my songs. Like, I never put the songs out, but like when I first started to rap, I used to like pay him like $100, like I'm gonna give you $100, like write something for me so I could like try to learn how to go in there and record it. Like I ain't never like recorded the songs and put them out, but like that's how I used to like practice, like try to get it right, cause I just like start rapping out of nowhere, just like I rap. So then I just get him to like show me little stuff like, you know, like how to record a hook or I ain't know none of that. You know what I'm saying? Like he was one of the ones, him and Thug, like them two, like shit, like I kind of just like sit back and watch them a lot. Definitely.
Fans who knew that history found it disheartening to watch Baby turn his back on Gunna. He unfollowed him on IG and jumped into the hate train, calling him a rat in his music. And to many fans, that move felt desperate. Dissing Gunna, that's become a common theme between Baby and Thug, and people are tired of it. Lil Baby, we heard you the first 6 times. He might be a rat, but he clears Baby.
Yep.
We don't care about Lil Baby.
I like Gunna more than I like Baby, especially now.
We're Team Winner.
Because that him and Gunna created moments that it was songs in eras like that created that deep fan base. And for you to go against half of what created that deep fan base, you just lost half of that deep fan base. Like he's a dummy, bro.
The internet chose Gunna, and the artists that continue to diss him just look tired and bitter. While Baby can certainly make a hit without Gunna, he can't deny the impact he's had on his career.
He can't make an era like that, I don't think, without Gunna. Not an era like that. Or at least his music that came from those hits, it was influenced heavily by Gunna in that era. So regardless.
And his absence has left a scar.
Yep, a big
Nowadays, we see Lil Baby collaborating with streamers like Neon, Tylil.
Look, trying to gain some relevancy, looking so out of place.
And Kai Cenat.
Looking stupid.
Guys you would never expect to be in the same room as.
Because he don't got the Gunna no more. He don't got that whatever that thing that touch that Gunna adds. That is, you know what it is? It's like a touch of like genuinity and uniqueness that he naturally just doesn't have. Lil Baby is like. He's like a spot filler, and that's why he can't really. He's not unique anymore at all. He's redundant. He does what everybody else does. He plays it safe. He talks about street stuff, jewelry. Gunna adds that sense, like fuck you mean. Like he adds a sense of like uniqueness and poppiness and culture that Lil Baby just doesn't have because he comes across as a very shallow, bland person. So that's why Lil Baby is falling off for sure.
But collaborating with streamers has become the new promo.
I saw this stream and he looked so uninterested. And the only reason he started, he wasn't even showing Kai respect. The only reason he started showing Kai respect was because when he realized that Kai Cenat makes like 50, 60,000 every time he streams. He realized that Kai Cenat probably makes more money than him monthly.
And Lil Baby decided to link with Kai ahead of his album's release, but it backfired after Kai rated his album a whopping 6 out of 10.
I ain't gonna lie, bro. Out of 10, first listen.
I know that nigga was mad. You see this? You see this? Just the power of streaming. I know that nigga was mad. That shit was trash.
I'm gonna have to go.
Only song niggas really messed with was Dumber and Dumber, Dumb and Dumber. And the only reason why was because Young Thug and Future was on it. That's it.
6.5, bro.
And they had a video.
And Kai gets criticized all the time for being too nice with his ratings, especially with people he's cool with. So that 6, that hit different. They responded to Kai's rating in an interview saying,
people like Kai Cenat, I feel like they like younger. Yeah, like they ain't gonna really to understand how I'm coming. You gotta be a little older to get it.
No, nigga, you're just trash and redundant.
But all that
bro.
did was
This
confirm
is
what fans were
trash.
already feeling. He's not listening, he's not adjusting, and he's not evolving.
He's
And the critics
scared.
made their opinions
This is
known.
fear.
The reality of the fact is this.
It's fear.
This new album, it lacks so many things. It lacks originality. It lacks a cohesive message that he promised in interviews.
A concept.
It lacks soul. It lacks all of the things
The
that we thought he was
attractiveness,
gonna bring.
The pull.
It's a weak album.
Lord.
It's an album propped up by features. This is DJ Khaled. It's a DJ Khaled album,
Future,
except
Young Thug,
you got Khaled
nostalgia
rapping this time,
album.
and that's Lil Baby. I'm sorry to tell y'all.
There's not really much to report. It's pretty much underwhelming, the album. It is easily listenable, but also easily forgettable. Bored me to tears outside of a couple of standout moments, which is why I'm pretty much feeling a light 3 on it.
Hip-hop isn't the same playground it was in 2020. Fans want more. They want emotion, concept, authenticity.
And that's because I think, no, Lil Baby had all of these things at first because, like, for instance, let's look at My Turn. My Turn, the concept was Lil Baby was on now. He was the new king. He was the new man in town. He waited his turn and he won. He made it to the other side. That's where the authenticity comes to, because we know that a couple of years before that, Lil Baby was in the trenches of Atlanta, one of the biggest drug dealers apparently selling. That's where the authenticity comes in, the emotion. Lil Baby was tied in with his message of waiting his turn because he was waiting his turn and he made it. This is his victory lap. This was the victory lap album. This was his stamp to say, I'm here because guess what? It's called My Turn. This Wham, what the fuck is the concept? We don't know. The authenticity, we don't know. There's no emotion because it's the same redundant, just a young rich nigga shit. Like, he hasn't evolved. He's trash now. Like, Lil Baby fell off, and unless he evolves, he's going to continue to sink. That's the name of the game. You got to innovate. You got to evolve. And how you innovate and you evolve is by being authentic. It all comes back down to authenticity, because if you're your authentic self as a person, you're always growing and evolving. So you'll always have new concepts. You'll always have authentic emotions to put into your art. So you'll never have to worry about like running out of good projects to bring to people. So essentially, that's why Lil Baby has fell off. Shout out to 550 for this video. Really good video, and I really enjoyed it. With that though, man, I'm Virgo, and I'll see you on the next one. Love. Oh, I gotta